Over the past couple of years, the environmental issue has been one that's pretty much come to the top of the pile. But the suspicion that all this talk about protecting the environment for the future is actually nothing more than greenwash. Is that true? I'm here today to talk to Paul Machin, FESPA's environmental consultant. Paul, have economic pressures actually pushed all attempts to save the environment out of all sight?
Simple answer is no, but it's certainly reduced the efforts that have been made by many companies. And this is because major suppliers like Marks and Spencer's, Asda, and companies like of that sort of nature still run an environmental program. They see it as a commercial advantage, and therefore their suppliers are having to meet that requirement.
Now, some FESPA members may be familiar with the work you've done on the Planet Friendly project. Perhaps you could bring us up to date on that.
The Planet Friendly Guide, which was initially the idea of Michel Gaza, a well-known member of the FESPA board, has been updated to take into consideration the new regulations. It has been extended to cover a number of other topics such as energy, environmental management, and also a very comprehensive guide on all the EU regulations and directives. And this has been prepared no longer in a hard copy, but is being produced in a PDF format that will be available on the web.
Now, many of the members viewing this will think, look, protecting the environment is great in principle, but actually I'm too busy trying to survive the downturn in the economy. What would you say to them as an incentive?
Well, give me 10 minutes of their time, give me the chief executive officer 10 minutes of his time, and I could probably save him 5 to 10% of his energy costs. Very simple, just walk around the site, turn down the thermostat, the wall thermostat during the cold weather by 1 degree, allow the air conditioning to go up 1 degree during the summer, 5 to 10%. That costs him nothing but the time to walk his site.
Now, that's a great example, and it's probably one that could apply to all industries. Is there anything that's even more specific to this industry?
Indeed, you go to any printer, whether they are digital, screen, litho, go around the back door, have a look. You will find umpteen skips of waste paper, waste plastic, which have been put out, offcuts, poor bits of printing. Now, all that is your profit going down the drain. But also bear in mind that the waste disposal companies usually charge by volume. They don't mind how little you put in that skip, they will charge you the same amount. What it finishes up with the printer actually paying to dispose of air. All he needs to do is to acquire a fairly simple compactor. He would compact it and you've saved money straight away. These are very simple things that companies can do.
So I imagine the financial incentive is one that will drive people to want to have a look at the guide. How do they find it?
It's now available on the FESPA website. You can access it, but it is protected by a password. And it's been protected by a password because a lot of that data in there is priceless. And the FESPA thought about actually selling it as a package. But we felt that it would be too much of an advantage for non-FESPA members just to pay for a fee and set, if you like, the FESPA members at a disadvantage. As long as they're a FESPA member, they get it free and it's regularly updated quarterly so that they can get the very latest information.
And I guess you don't want people to be just printing it off, putting it in a binder and sticking it on the shelf?
Absolutely not. We'll follow our example. But there's several reasons for that, not least for the fact that since it's going to be updated every quarter, they would have to keep going through it, finding the pages, reprinting all the time. It's far better just to look on the web, it's in a PDF format. If there's something they really want to actually access, they can print that page, Sure, no problem at all. I've got nothing wrong with that, but it's 100 pages long and growing. So the best thing is to go onto the web, look it on your computer. We are in a digital age. Please follow the rules.
Excellent. Well, Paul, hopefully people will heed your words and realise they can save the planet and save money. Thank you very much for joining us today.
It's been a pleasure to do it. Thank you very much.